You know, in the high-stakes world of K-pop, a comeback is absolutely everything. I mean, it's this huge, carefully planned event that's supposed to get everyone hyped and just dominate the charts. But what happens when that big moment doesn't just fall flat, but actually sparks a huge wave of criticism? Well, that's exactly what's going down with the super popular girl group ITZY right now, and we're going to unpack why. And that's really the big question here, isn't it? For a group on ITZY's level, a comeback should be a total victory lap. But the reaction to their latest title track, it's been anything but a celebration, especially from their Korean fan base. And that's the audience whose approval can really make or break a group's momentum back home. And yeah, we're not just talking about a few negative comments here and there. This is a full-on wave of disappointment that's become a major topic on big online communities. So what exactly went so wrong in the eyes of the fans? Let's get into it. Okay, so first things first, let's look at the release itself. Because on paper, this thing had all the ingredients to be a massive hit. This wasn't just another song drop. It was a super hyped-up project from one of K-pop's top girl groups, and expectations were, well, through the roof. So you've got ITZY, a total powerhouse from JYP Entertainment, one of the industry's absolute giants. They're collaborating with Dem Joints, who is a hugely respected producer. This should have been a guaranteed hit, right? The excitement from fans was real. But the reality? A really polarizing reaction that just left a lot of people feeling completely let down. So where is all this criticism actually coming from? Well, to figure that out, we have to go straight to the source, the unfiltered, honest-to-goodness comments on the massive Korean online forum, the Coup. This is where fans gave their verdict, and trust me, they did not hold back. And as all these comments started flooding in, a consensus formed really fast around one specific part of the song. Almost across the board, Korean netizens pointed to the chorus as the #1 reason for their disappointment. This comment right here just nails that frustration perfectly. See, it wasn't that they hated the whole song. A lot of people actually praised the verses and the production. And that's what made the failure of the chorus, the part that's supposed to be the most memorable, feel so jarring and like such a bummer. And this one gets even more specific. There's this key moment in the chorus, a part that was obviously meant to project confidence and charisma that just completely missed the mark for listeners. Instead of feeling powerful, it just left them scratching their heads, which is, the last thing you want the hook of your song to do. But we all know a K-pop comeback isn't just about what you hear. The visuals are just as important. And unfortunately for ITZY, the criticism didn't stop with the song. Fans felt that the music video and the choreography also missed the mark. Okay, let's break this down for a second. ITZY built their entire reputation on having this sharp, explosive, incredible choreography. So hearing it called bland is a really serious criticism. This comment also points out a creative choice, using foreign actors in the intro that some fans are clearly just over, calling it cringeworthy and unoriginal. And this is a really crucial point. The person who wrote this gets that the music video was obviously expensive, like it had a high budget, but money can't buy originality. The feeling was that ITZY was just kind of following a tired trend, using a style that's already everywhere in the industry. It just didn't feel fresh or special. But here's the thing, this reaction didn't just happen out of nowhere. The disappointment around this comeback is actually part of a much bigger, ongoing conversation about ITZY's recent music. It seems like this is becoming a bit of a pattern. Yeah, if you look back at their last few title tracks, the response has been noticeably split. Now, ITZY still has a massive, dedicated fan base, of course, but that unanimous, widespread praise they got in their early days has kind of given way to more polarized, mixed feedback. This comment is so telling. It really speaks to this feeling of fatigue, of being let down again and again. But the key part is that last line, maybe their style just isn't for me. That's a fan starting to wonder if they're even the target audience anymore, which points to a real disconnect between where the group is now and what fans originally fell in love with. And that brings us right to the core of this whole controversy. Is this just fans being nostalgic for the good old days, or has the group genuinely lost a key part of what made their music so special in the first place? I mean, the contrast is pretty stark. On one side, you have their early era, defined by these iconic, super high-energy hits like Dala Dala that everybody loved. And on the other side, you've got the current era, where words like disappointing and mixed reactions are popping up way too often. And there it is, the direct comparison. Fans aren't just saying they dislike the new stuff on its own, they're actively holding it up against the group's past hits. There's this really powerful longing for that original Dalla Dalla energy, that unique sound that made ITZY explode onto the scene. This final comment just wraps up the whole feeling perfectly. It's this mix of really deep affection for their past and just genuine sadness about their present. That phrase, "it's such a shame," doesn't come from anger or hate. It comes from disappointment, from fans who know how amazing this group can be and just feel like they aren't hitting that mark right now. So this leaves us with the million-dollar question. Is this just a temporary setback? A little misstep that they can easily recover from with their next comeback? Or does this point to a deeper identity shift that might risk pushing away the very fans who made them superstars to begin with? I guess only their next album will tell.